Hey everybody, and welcome to the ComicVention Highway 2020 forecast for this weekend, which runs through the February 20th to the 23rd of 2020. Let's jump in and see where the creators are going to be, and then we'll go over to our affiliate site, theconventionscene.com. All right, so let's check this out. First, we want to talk about Randy Zimmerman being at the Great Lakes Comic Convention. It's the 10th anniversary. He is a guest. He'll be there from today till the 22nd. Also in Alaska, our good friend Eric Hodson is going to be at the Alaska Comicon in Fairbanks. And I kept getting that wrong where it was. I didn't realize it really was in Alaska. That's the 22nd to the 23rd now. We're also going to have an amazing Comiccon Aloha, our friend William Doc Grant, who's going to be there the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd. I don't know why they break it up that way, but they do. And that's kind of cool that we have Alaska and Hawaii on the same weekend. We never see that. And then Miami Con is going to have our good friend Peterson Olivia. And he was on the program this week with us to do the crowdfunding channel changer report. We're trying to figure out how to do it because Gong is a good way to call it, but Gong is copyrighted, so we want to kind of try to figure out. It might be the channel clicker show. We'll see. BoilerCon on February 22nd is going on, and that's going to have our good friend Brian K. Morris at the Purdue Memorial Union 101 North Grant Street. Now, I do want to point out MiamiCon. The reason we don't have a graphic for it is because they used copyright images. We're not even talking fan art. This was just pure, blatant, copyrighted, just taken to promote their show. We're not down for that, especially with all the copyright, and this does go on YouTube, so we're a little careful. And BoilerCon just didn't have any graphics that we could find, so that's why those two didn't have it. Let's jump over to Convention Scene, and we'll come back and talk about your extended forecast for the rest of February and into March. All right, so here we go, and we're going to start over in Alaska on the 22nd to the 23rd at Alaska Comic-Con. On the 22nd to the 23rd in Brussels, Belgium, we have the Comic-Con Brussels going on. 22nd to the 23rd in Saskatchewan, Massachusetts, we'll have the South Coast Comic and Toy Show. Also on the 23rd will be Miami, Florida's the Miami Con. Nerdfest is happening in Swedesboro, New Jersey on the 23rd. Also on the 23rd in New Jersey will be Bordertown Comic Book Show in New Jersey. In Annabelle, Virginia will be the Sheriff Promotions Comic Book and Non-Sports Card Show on the 23rd. Also, the following week starts off with the Huntsville, Alabama Comic Convention, and that's going to be the 28th to the 29th. And of course, C2E2, probably the biggest show of the year so far, hits Chicago. That's going to be fantastic. Make sure to take a picture in front of their big sign that goes on the 28th, to the 1st of March, breaking us into March. Also, in that weekend on the 28th to the 1st, Florida has Pensacon. There's a show I do want to try to get to. It's pretty far, and with scheduling with Jax in school, we couldn't make it happen. But next year, I'm going to try to make it work. The 29th to the 1st, we'll see Ludbrick Con in Ludbrick, Texas. Also, the 29th to the 1st in Fayetteville, Arkansas, will be the Fayetteville, Arkansas Comic Show. On the 1st of March, we'll have the Columbus, Ohio Buckeye Comic-Con, and then the 6th through the 8th, we'll have the Comic-Con Liverpool in Liverpool, United Kingdom. Also, in Tennessee, will be the Clarksville Comic-Con on the 7th, and the 7th through the 8th has the Toledo, Mississippi Toledo Con. And then on the 8th of March, will be the Frederick, Maryland Comic-Con. There seems to be more this year. Also, Emerald City Comic-Con is in Seattle, Washington. It's weird that those two are so close, C2E2 and that one. I wonder if that'll affect anything. Because usually when you have cons back-to-back and the teams are within 2 weeks of each other, the second show actually kind of suffers a little bit because the staff's a little tired. We'll have to wait and hear the feedback. I do know people going to both shows, so we'll be bringing you updated information. And we're actually going to talk about an important thing. The 2nd through the 15th also has Emerald City Comic-Con. And on the 13th through the 15th will be the Northeast Comic-Con and Collectibles Extravaganza in Massachusetts. On the 13th through the 15th, Las Vegas will have the Vegas Toy Con. And on the 14th to the 15th in Rock Island, Illinois will have the Quad Cities Comic-Con. The 15th also has the Cleveland Comic Book and Nostalgia Show in Westlake, Ohio. And on the 15th in Fort Myers, CalusaCon is something you should avoid. I don't normally say these things. I do tell you that that person putting on that show has been accused of many inappropriate things that I've heard of, and even though it's a hometown show, I will be avoiding it. I will not be part of it, and I stress to everyone to please avoid it. We want this character to leave our town, our city. I don't know if Fort Myers is actually considered a city, but either way, he's got to leave, and if we support the show, he'll keep coming back. We want to send a message that he's not allowed here, so please don't support that show. The 20th through the 22nd, we'll have the Planet Comicon Kansas City in Kansas City, Missouri. On the 20th to the 22nd will be Jacksonville, Florida's Collective Con. And on the 20th to the 22nd in Boston, Massachusetts will be the Ace Comic-Con Northeast. In New Jersey will be the Super Jersey Comic Book Expo at the Homeland, New Jersey on the 21st. And the 21st to the 22nd, we'll have the 4-State Comic-Con with the Harrisonton Town, Maryland. Also the 21st to the 22nd. In Binghamton, UK, will have the MCM Comic-Con. Also the 21st to the 22nd. In Ithaca, New York, will be the Itacon. That's a women community building. So I'm assuming it's going to have a little bit of a woman's touch to it. Let's put it that way. And Sacramento, California will be the SAC Comic-Con. I'm not kidding. That's the name they have on the 22nd. Now, before we go there, we want to talk about GreaterCon. This year, we're trying to hold cons accountable, but also celebrate the good ones. So please join the group on Facebook and give your opinions. Make them professional, make them concise, and make sure that you're giving the information. And don't always look at it just as you as a creator or you as a fan, but look at what everyone else experiences. Because you might have a bad day and everyone else is having a great con. So please keep that in mind when you do reviews. All right, so we're heading back over here. We want to talk about the Independent Creator Awards real quick. Make sure that you're joining the Independent Creator Awards page and group, as we are going to be building towards the 2020 Creator Awards right now. We're going to be changing the rules. We're going to be talking. We're going to retune everything. We're ripping it down to its framework. We're rebuilding it, and we're going to make it better than it was last year, make a lot of things work better than they did this year. So, and it's both in the same year, but 2020 is technically going to be celebrated next year. So you know what I'm saying. But we will start voting after Thanksgiving. And of course, there was a great question asked by the great Luke Stone. Make sure to check that out. And if you ever need the forecast, just check out the ComicVention forecast, or look at our entire highway through 2020 and see where you want to go. All right, remember that anyone can be an indie advocate. All you got to do is advocate for these creators and where they're going to be this weekend. And that's one way to become an indie advocate. Here's AlaskaCon with our good friend James Eric Hudson. We're going to have the amazing Comic-Con in Aloha. And there's our good friend William Doc Grant. Seek him out. He's a great guy. BoilerCon's going to have the one, the only, the Brian K. Morris. And this is MiamiCon. Remember I told you we weren't going to show it, so we're going to quickly pass by it. You can see more of it, but it's definitely a copyrighted image, and I'm not going to reuse it. We have it here. That's theirs, but we quickly are passing by it, and that's going to have Peterson Olivria. I think I'm saying it wrong. I apologize, Peterson, if I am. 2020 ComicVention Highways, the 27th through the 1st. Of course, there's C2E2, and at C2E2, you'll be able to see our good friend Sean Fournet, Julio A. Guerrera, Orny Compton, and he's very excitable. I love the picture, man. That's an exciting picture. We got some action pictures going on now. Austin Genowatsky is also going to be there. The winner of the award for Anthology of the Year, by the way. And here is the winner of the Artist of the Year from the Independent Creator Awards. There is Chris Matt. He'll be in C2E2 Artist Alley K4. Here's that first state Comic-Con we were talking about. That's going to have Gabriel Dill Sr. We got to ask him if we can get a picture. We don't have like a headshot to talk about him this year. I actually have a show, believe it or not. I didn't put it here. I do have a show this weekend. I did not put it. My son's birthday is actually the 27th. There's an author's thing on the 28th, which is, it's going to be interesting. Oh, no, 29th. I'm sorry. It's on the 29th. So, I didn't put it here because it's only 3 hours, but I will verbally say that if you're in Fort Myers, there is something going on in the library. It's only going to be a 3-hour event. I'm going to talk about Jax's book only, so I'll be there as Robert Gregory. And I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. But this is my first show of March. This is going to be when daylight savings begins. Boo. I was really hoping Florida would get rid of it, but I'm going to be at the Strangely Dark Oddities and Curiosities Market. And I'm assured this time there is no bait and switch. This will just be an Oddities and Curiosity Market. I made sure to talk to the creator of the event, and he assured me that would be it, so I'll be there. The Infinity Comic Lake City Con is going to be having the amazing Jerry Prinette. I'm pretty sure Martin Piero's going, but I got to reach out to them. Piero Con is going to be going on in 2020's March 7th. That's got our good friend Brian K. Morris. And in San Diego Comic Fest, the 5th through the 8th, is going to have Matt Dunford. And also ShiroCon is popping up in California. That's going to have our good friend Christy Shin. And that's going to be March 9th. Heading on to the other weekend of the weekend of, not the other weekend, but the weekend of the 12th through the 15th. Our good friend Brian K. Morris hits a library, and he's going to be at the Burma Memorial Public Library. Also, that's the Emerald City Comic-Con weekend. And that's going to have we don't know anyone who's going to be there. I do know Joel Rodriguez is going to be walking around. I'm going to ask him if he wants me to advertise it fully. But if you go into Emerald City, let us know. Mid-South Comic-Con, the 13th through the 15th. That's going to be featuring our friend Sean Howe. Fantastic Con in Toledo, Ohio. We'll have... also, we're looking for someone that's going to that one. These are big cons that we covered in the past, so we put them here. We haven't heard anyone going to them, so we're hoping to hear someone. And then this is also going to be the following week, which is the 19th to the 22nd. And that's going to have the Brick City, the Wizard World Cleveland. Brick City, I'm planning to be at. You'll see me there. And it's on a Sunday. It's going to be a busy weekend for me. I'll talk to you guys more about that in a little bit. I'm finishing up everything and figuring everything out. There'll be more about that coming soon. And we apparently have Wizard World in the completely wrong place. That's March 6th through the 7th. We have it on the 22nd. So we're going to have to tweak that. For whatever reason, we have it on the exactly wrong day. But Rob Multeri will be there. And we'll get that fixed by Monday. And then ZapCon's going on the 28th. And that'll have Christian Esposito. And he's going to be at Zap Comics. And that's it, guys. That's our show for this week. Make sure that you guys are supporting each other. Going to Kickstarter. We actually had some cool new Kickstarters start out, and we'll give you a quick look at some things. Here we go. Here it goes, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes. I just want to talk to you quickly about what's crowdfunding. Take just a minute. Here we go. So, for those watching live, you just have a few hours to back the Boston Metaphysical Society. And Pink Puma and Red Rooster are also heading on their way out. Chaotic Flux ends this weekend. Make sure you get your copy. Saku is also ending, I believe, this weekend. So, get them before they're gone. Crimson Scorpion Volume 1 ends on the 25th. Grayscale ends on the 27th. 2100 AD ends on the 27th. Meet the Unusuals. We just added new rewards, by the way. I got awards on my mind. And we added the monsters into this. So you can get the monsters and the Unusuals, and I'll sign them all for you. That's for only American backers, because we don't want to waste a lot of money trying to send things back and forth signing them. But the Healing, an unforgettable superhero tale about collaborative groups, is also going on, and for some reason it's broken up weirdly. That's going to be February 29th. We're going to have to go into this and fix that as well. New York versus the World is going on. Genesis comic book issue number 1. Both ending on, well, this actually ends on Leap Day, New York versus the World, and then Genesis ends on March 1st, along with Naughty ending on the 5th, Aurora ending on the 8th, and I just want to see if they updated and gave it a video. March 2nd has our good friend, is he out of place? Wow, we're making some mistakes today on live television. He ends on March 2nd, so we'll fix and put him in the right place. And we have our good friend, Jeff Weber. We're out of order here, so I'm going to have to look at what went wrong. Jeff Weber is going to be on Kickstarter until March 6th. Book of Lalexia is on until the 15th. And of course, my book's on until St. Patrick's Day, like we did last year. We're going holiday to holiday, Valentine's Day to St. Patrick's Day, the holidays that are more fun than they are serious. Zombies, We Are Human 2, March 18th. Dynamite Thor, the explosive Golden Age superhero, returns. Celebrity Ghost Hunters, brand new. This is from Brian K. Morris and some talented people. The Dude by... I can't say his name. We'll just go with Burden. And he's doing good stuff. And of course, here's Sunspot. So that's the show for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the road. Make sure to support all these creators, back their Kickstarters, get a PDF version of their book, and then buy the physical one from them when you see them at a show. If you have a convention appearance coming up, please let us know by sending us an email to indieadvocates@yahoo.com or finding my personal page. Of course, I am Robert Gregory and the Indie Devil. Robert Gregory is what I go under to create my children's line, and I am known as the Indie Devil and the Indie Advocate under Mr. Anderson, my main writing title, and actually my name for the most part. And I just added a little sin to it. And that's it, guys. Check out what I do. Check out what everyone else is doing. And thank you for supporting us. And we'll see you on the Comicvention Highway. And again, fuck you, San Diego, for taking away Comic Con.